Welcome back to turn 18 of the Death Rider Schweben. So again, this has degenerated into an artillery duel. Rice has adjusted his artillery over this way. Mine is still, well, I don't have time to adjust it. Hopefully beating the snot out of his forces here, but I have no idea right now if it's actually been successful. And yeah, I'm just kind of waiting to see how this develops. We could be at a kind of stalemate that's going to last for the rest of the game. So we're just going to press go and watch some tanks over here get hit by tows from that tow vehicle there. But we should hopefully see if Zeriander makes it all the way up. The adjustment of the artillery here, like onto this area, is... oh no! Oh no, that was Mus P again getting hit. Very unlucky. Yeah, the Rice's adjustment of the arty here is really interesting, because that kind of tells me, it's a bit like, well, he does, he is still thinking about trying to move down this line and come up behind me here. Yeah, there we go, that was a tow missile. I have almost no doubt of that. But looks like Zeriander's made it through. That was friendly fire there, so bonus points to the artillery. Yeah, oh yeah, messy. Couple of shorts, but yeah, apart from that, doesn't look like we've got very much. Okay, so just got a couple of things to look at. What's this? This has got to be a crewman of some description. Yeah, it's a HQ team. That's probably the from here. I could send the tanks to get them potentially, but not with that tow vehicle out there. Speaking of tow vehicles, who? Ah, that was Mus P getting. Oh, hang on. The driver died, didn't he? Yeah, so I think it is actually Mus P himself somehow crawling down from the turret into the driver's position and reversing away. And it's interesting to see actually where he's going to reversing away from, because it was artillery. Is it just the source of the artillery, which is to say, where's he looking from? That way, that is kind of the midpoint of the map, right? Or is that where the FO is? No, that's got to be the midpoint of the map. And then as he's going further this way, just about... oh, good job he did stop there, otherwise he would have reversed into Zeriander. That's killed... yeah, that killed Mus P himself driving, and then someone else is driving with it. How many bodies have they got stacked up in that driving seat? That's going to be uncomfortable to drive by now. But yeah, so there you can say that they're pretty much out of the picture, can't we? Yeah, well, this was just a drop short, wasn't it? Or is it Rice's artillery? No, that was my artillery. But it is good to see the... I say good, it's not good for these guys. Good to see the effects of it. You don't need to... hopefully Rice has suffered casualties up here. Let's have a quick look at these guys. Yeah, they're still all in place. I just can't really do much about it. And who copped it over here? Was it? We were worrying last time if it might be Mr. Riggs. No, it was DC. The battalion commander's out of the fight. And yeah, I think as Come on, where's that missile? There we go. As suspected, it is from that angle over there. Yeah, that corner of the trees up here. So, yeah, this is always the question with these things, like with the Soviets. Do you sit here out in the open and take it? Where's that missile? Ah, there it is. You know, do you sit here and take it and hope that you'll spot whatever's shooting at you? Or do I go back into a hull down position? You know, I mean... Oh, everybody's dead, Dave, as well. Nobody's getting out of that. That's probably hit the ammo. Yeah, so you can kind of see the driver's position is over on this side, and there's more ammo for the 1551. 115. Yeah, the 151 mil gun. Yeah, God hapless. This is what happens when I do like 6 turns in a row. But yeah, nobody saw anything. Just boom, suddenly evaporated. That's the problem with this whole mass thing. You need to be doing something, and I'm not doing something with them. We know that was a risk, though, didn't we? So yeah, nothing else exciting happened. Do we want to bring them back? How long? We've got 2 minutes on the clusters. Yeah. You know, do I want to bring these back? Do I want to try and squeeze them around back here? Under more tow fire, I should add. Can we bring them across here? Is this route here safe? This chunk of ground here? I don't know. Would it be interesting to just get them across this plateau? This giant open killing field, which is exposed to everything? Yeah, probably not. Maybe not. That might not be a good idea. But the plus side, Zeriander's brought Catacomb 007 up here. And we'll try and pop that forward. Glen Chen with the damaged radio can sort of stay there. Oh no! So Colin Fox is smart. He's staying in the crater. This is probably the safest place to be in this whole area right now. Let's get Jack 647 down this way and maybe see if we can't. Well, if this is all stops now, which it may or may not have done, then, you know, it might be safe to move around. I don't know. Yeah, so the question is, what do we do with First Company? Do we bring them back? Because I've now only got 7 tanks. Do we pull them back, in which case they sit on the reverse slope hit and do nothing? Do we go forward, in which case they have... Oh, how much open ground is that? 600 meters of open ground to cover. Under enemy fire, probably. So they achieve nothing but they all die. Or they stay where they are and they see nothing and they all die. It's a dilemma. It's not really. I think we've got to pull them back, haven't we? Because they are not contributing where they are. And going forward from here, I think, is a terrible idea. It's going to be better to keep them alive so they are a threat in being. don't know how good an idea it will be to try and move them forward. So say bring them round this way, skirt the edge of the hill. Pretty sure whatever was over there is moved. If we can kind of maybe bring them this way, and then reinforce failure over here, you know? I don't know. Let's get them out of the way first. These guys here, they're too panicking to actually do anything. It's Vincent Curry's actually, I think, the only one holding the objective now. Vincent Curry and Mosh holding onto the objective there. Yeah, we're kind of, this is the slow part. You know, we've had the clincher, and now it's just we're just kind of pinging turns back and forth at each other.